Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to the segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. The recitation continues with the composition of Bhagat Kabir Ji in Rag Gauri and the recitation. Gauri Manre Chadahu Bharam Pragat hoye nacho या माया के पांडे सूर के सन्मुख रन ते डर पै सती के सांचे पांडे डगमग छाड़ रे मन बौरा अब तो जरे मरे सिद्ध पाइए लीनो हाथ संदौरा काम क्रोध माया के लीने या बिद जगत बिगुता कहे कबीर राजा राम न छोड़ो सगल ऊंच ते ऊंचा काम क्रोध माया के लीने या बिद जगत बिगुता कह कबीर राजा राम न छोड़ो सगल ऊंच ते ऊंचा. Another very telling, short but telling passage from Kabir Ji, as is his wont, very sharp. He's criticizing social customs, and here he alludes to the practice of sati, widow burning on the pyre of their dead husbands. And he also talks about the wavering mind that cannot seem to settle or commit itself to the objective of life, but instead chooses to be led by the senses and ends up wasting an opportunity that may not happen again. We spoke about the notion of Lakh Chaurasi not long ago, perhaps 2 passages ago. And so Kabir is stressing living in the now and not to be worried about what comes in the thereafter. Our folks, in doing that, we are losing our now. How clever is that? That is really the height of insanity. So Kabir Ji invokes us in the Rahau, and he says, Dagmag chhadare man baura. Dagmag chhad. Dagmag is to waver. Re man baura is calling the mind, addressing the mind as wavered. Silly. Baura is one that is actually used to describe the fluctuations of a bumblebee that cannot seem to settle. So the mind remains like a bumblebee, flitting about. So that's the message in the Rahau. Dagmag chhadare man baura. Make up your mind, determination. Ab to jare mare. So now be ready for any eventuality. But siddh paiye, which is attain to perfection. Now that is the symbolism of the goal that we have to acquire, is to realize our authentic, true self. So he says, Lino hath sandora. So take, sandora is the saffron-marked coconut that people use during ritual ceremonies and break it. The idea being that you are really killing your present mindset. The ego is being crushed in order for the authentic self to arise. So he says, take hold of Sandora here, break it and commit yourself to accomplishment. Ab to jare mare siddh paiye, attain perfection. So how do we translate that? It means realize your potential. Pay attention to what your God-given talents are. Everyone has functionally something that they can do well. So understand what it is. That is the first step. And then make a commitment to achieve that objective of being, putting it in today's idiom, the best that you can be, which is the self. So he says, Manare Chadahu Bharam. Drop all illusions. You're deluded. Remember, you're deluded. Why? Because you take the passing world to be real. What that means is you think this is permanent, and that drives all of your motivations. He says, Madare Chadahu Bharam, pragat hoye nacho, dance. Dance the dance of life. Be your true self. Ya maya ke pande. You are a pot of clay, but you have infinite potential. You have that infinite source sitting within you. So get up and dance the dance of life. Sur ke sanmukh ranate darpe. What kind of a warrior are you that when placed on the battlefield, you run away with fear? So determination, commitment. And in order to do that, Kam Krodh Maya ke line iya bid jagat biguta. He tells us, this is exactly how you've ended up ruining your life, wasting your chances. How? Kam Krodh Maya ke line. By allowing your passions to toss you about. And that is why the mind wavers. So Kabirji has given us what the problem is. He has shown us what we need to do, how to do it, by first reining in and disciplining your senses. That's the first step. And understand that you are perfection in the making. So get up and dance to that tune. Kahe Kabir, Raja Ramana Chodo, Sagal Unchate Ucha. So always strive for that highest of the high, unlimited potential. On that note, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.